Hello from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. I'm standing outside the western gate of the old town called Suan Dok Gate, and today we're going to explore the western area outside the old town. I'm standing on this busy main road, as you can probably tell. This is called Suthep Road. It goes towards the mountain, and there's a beautiful temple just down the road that we're going to explore called Suan Dok Temple. We're also going to explore the Nimman area and head towards the zoo and probably visit the zoo as well. So let's go and explore. But first we're going to visit this temple. This is Ta Hoi temple. All that remains of it is this beautiful stupa, and it dates from the 15th, 16th century. It's only about 20 meters from where I was standing on the corner of that junction. So we're now at Wat Suan Dok, which means Temple of the Flower Garden, the Royal Flower Garden. Back in the day, the royal family, who obviously lived in the old town, they used to come down Suthep Road, where we've just driven down, and visit a garden that was located here. And back in 1371, King Kuna, who I think was the 6th king of Lanna, built a temple here, and he built it to house a Buddha relic that came from Sukhothai. It was carried by a monk from Sukhothai to Chiang Mai. And the reason why the monk came was that the king invited him to come here because he was from a particular sect of Buddhism, and this temple behind me was actually built so that he could teach that particular sect of Buddhism. And there is a story, there's a myth, a legend, that King Kuna had an elephant, a white elephant, and this part of Buddha, I can't remember what particular part, but it was some bone, managed to duplicate itself, so there are actually two parts of it. One was buried in that golden stupa right behind me, and the other piece was carried on the back of that white elephant, and the white elephant was sent up the mountain, up Doi Suthep, and about halfway up it trumped away, and that's where they built Doi Suthep temple on the mountain. All these myths and legends from back in the day. So let's go and explore what there is to see here in this temple, because it is beautiful. So this hall was, I think, built in 1932 to house the Buddha statues that you can see. I think I've seen some black and white photos of the old Vihan, the old hall from back in the day when the temple was first built, and it looked pretty dilapidated before they built this huge hall. So this behind me is actually a royal mausoleum, and back in the early 20th century there was a princess who was actually married to King Rama V, and she decided to collect the ashes of these rulers from various sites in the city here and get them deposited here, get them buried here in this mausoleum that she had built. So I'm now at the Lanna Traditional House Museum in Nimman, and it's a wonderful place to come to see traditional Thai architecture, wooden architecture, as well as a colonial house. And what I'll do is I'll put a link up to their website in the description below, so you can see more information about the houses. But this should really be one of my secret Chiang Mai places, because not many people know that it's here, and it's well worth visiting. And it's not far from the old town, the western part of the old town. As you can see, it's pretty quiet. So we're now in Nimman area, and this is a very fancy, posh, high-end shopping mall called One Nimman. Normally gets going in the evenings a little bit more than during the day. And there's a food court just down here. Just walk you to. As I say. It's pretty quiet during the day. In fact, it's dead during the day. There's not many places open. And it has a very Mediterranean, sort of Italian piazza feel about it. So it's a very posh place. So we're now in the Chiang Mai University campus, which is really nice. First time I've been in here. There's a nice reservoir here, and just going to explore this hall. As I said, this is my first time here in CMU, Chiang Mai University, and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at it, just trees and grass and shrubs and reservoirs and fountains and buildings like that. Little electric buses going around. You just see that purple one there. And they've even got their own post office, a proper post office as well. Got a monorail here as well. I haven't seen it going along. I don't know if it's still working, still up and running. Are these some kind of special cow? Why would you have these in a zoo? Well, I found a monorail. I'm more fascinated with this monorail than the actual zoo. It's incredible. The way it snakes and goes up and down. And that's where I'm going to leave off this video for now. If you like it, then give us a thumbs up down below, and why not subscribe to my channel? There's other videos about Chiang Mai which you can find in the Chiang Mai playlist. But for now, thanks for watching and see you later.